Should we cheer ourselves up a bit? Get a little spring in our step for the day? We deserve it, guys. The world has gone to shit, after all. Nigel Farage, our favourite all-round great guy, aspiring BBF to Donald Trump, who's got a particular kink for hoovering up failed Tory rejects who've themselves been humiliated. But I'm not going to kink shame. Come on, guys, I'm very open-minded. It's fair to say my esteemed colleagues in the Fourth Estate, those famed courageous truth-tellers, have not always done the best, let's put it that way, at scrutinising Farage, with some notable exceptions. So given their woeful failure, it falls to others to stand up to the massive so-and-so and expose his hypocrisy and bigotry. Now, in terms of hypocrisy, I've got a treat for you later on. Wait for it. We will get to it. But yesterday, Farage decided to launch Reform UK's so-called Reform Jewish Alliance. And finally, he had to face people standing up to him. Now, I mean, just the idea of this alliance probably come onto that. I mean, it comes after The Guardian spent weeks exposing allegations made against Farage by his former classmates that he allegedly said things like Hitler was right and gassed them, including to a Jewish student, as well as singing songs referencing gas chambers and performing Nazi salutes. A teacher's letter also described him as having publicly professed racist and neo-fascist views. Lovely stuff. Very, very cool guy. Obviously, some will go, look, come on, long time ago, he was a teenager, move on. The point is 34 former fellow students have alleged racist behaviour. There was an alleged pattern of behaviour going on for years, including alleged bullying, which he denied, said were completely made-up fantasies, refused to make amends for, except for doing some terrible sorry if he genuinely hurt someone, non-apology. Now, questions obviously include how much has he moved on from these views as he leads a hard-right party. Now, let's just have a little look at what happened at this launch.
It's terrific to see. No, it really actually is terrific to see how these two structures have emerged. It actually makes perfect sense, the way in which we're doing it. This political organisation.
The Torah says to love the stranger, that we will want strangers in Egypt.
Let him speak. My mother didn't fight the Muslim fascists in Cable Street for this. An attack on one minority is an attack on all, I'm right. Please get out. You want to support her. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
You piece of shit. What you are.
Amazing stuff there by the Jewish Bloc for Palestine UK, standing in the best traditions of the Jewish left, which have always been at the very core of the left. Full stop. There wouldn't be a left, as we understand it, without those traditions. Now, they also stood outside holding placards and banners with some other reported quotes from Farage. Now, this was launched at the London Central Synagogue, and Jewish blocs say this event, hosted by a collection of the worst, most racist fringes of our community, is nothing but a desperate attempt to sanitise Reform UK's virulent antisemitism. But we won't let them forget what this party represents: Islamophobic, racist, queerphobic, xenophobic and anti-Semitic ideologies that pose the most violent threat to communities across the country. A threat to one minority is a threat to all. Anti-fascism has been and will always be a Jewish tradition. Amen, sisters and brothers. It is striking, obviously, in British politics and the British media, it's those who consistently oppose injustice, which means standing against racism and genocide, obviously self-evidently interconnected, who are presented as the real dangerous, hateful racists, as anti-Semitic, because they don't like innocent people being subjugated and exterminated. But if you're the hard-right leader of a political party with well over 30 fellow former students alleging serious racism and Nazi sympathies, when as a party leader you say things like growing numbers of Muslims don't share British values and you call migrants and refugees an invasion, nah, you're all good. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, imagine Jeremy Corbyn had those allegations against him. Over 30 fellow students saying he spent years saying unbelievably racist and pro-Nazi things. Obviously inconceivable, because the difference is Jeremy Corbyn actually is a lifelong anti-racist, but, you know, I mean, that's core to his identity, who he is. But compare and contrast how the two have been treated. Who's been treated as the dangerous, hateful racist who will, you know, threaten communities. I mean, it's just the world turned on its head. Now, a little treat for you. I did promise, you know, I'm a man of my word. Farage's latest proposal to improve our lives at a time of so much stress and angst, I am getting to the treat. Is it to wage war on poverty and low pay or come up with an idea to fix our disintegrating services? No, he wants to end working at home. Just listen to this.
It is an attitudinal change that Britain needs. An attitudinal change to hard work rather than work-life balance. An attitudinal change to the idea of working from home. People aren't more productive working at home. It's a load of nonsense. They're more productive being with other fellow human beings.
I am going to take on those factual points and also just note his own homeworking. Just before I do, Reform UK advertising for a new regional director for their South Central region. A solid 50 grand plus travel expenses. Do apply, guys. Get emailing. It says location, homeworking with occasional travel within the region. Could it be, this isn't the treat, by the way, if you thought, well, is that our treat? Is that all we get? I mean, it's a little treat. It's not the big treat. Could it be that Reform UK understand the benefits of home working and are just stumbling around looking for cultural topics to opportunistically weaponise to rile up their base and get the applause of the right-wing gutter press? You cynical little so-and-sos. Now, Farage himself has been prone to his own working at home, making a shed load of money doing videos for the website Cameo. Basically, that's where you get people to give you dosh in exchange for you doing a personalised message for them. Now, a while ago, he was challenged about one of those messages on Irish television. Here you go.
I know that you apologise for the birthday greeting which you delivered in the last couple of days, but I want people to see just how much you know about the history and culture on this island.
Now, it's a bit early in the day, so all I've got actually is coffee, but I hope you enjoy a few pints with the lads tonight. Up the Ra.
Up the Ra, Nigel. I mean, I know that you said sorry. I know you get 87 quid. It's entirely within your rights to do that. But come on, don't try and lecture the Irish people about the culture and history and precarious nature of peace on this island. You haven't got a clue.
I saw it a while ago, but it's funny. He's a funny guy. Not on purpose, but that is funny. For those who don't know, maybe you're watching from a foreign clime, but Up the Army's Up the IRA, the Irish Republican Army. It's an expression of support for the IRA. I mean, technically, that's a criminal offence right there. It's the IRA remain a prescribed terrorist organisation in the UK. It's illegal to show support for them. Farage should be fine before you get on the phone to the Met. He didn't do something really evil and dangerous and hateful, like be a granny who held a placard opposing genocide. Otherwise, he really could be facing arrest. Now, I know Farage does not let trivial facts and research get in the way of casual right-wing demagoguery, but as a study of one firm found last year, remote working led to productivity going up by 10.5%. The Office for National Statistics finds working from home saves an average of 56 minutes a day in commuting. That also means less traffic and pollution, means people can sleep and rest more, have time to do more proper exercise, and that makes them work better. Better for families, not least given how expensive childcare is in this country. And also, the key point, a key point, most working at home isn't a case of that's where they now work full time. The vast majority are hybrid workers. Sometimes they work at home or sometimes in a workplace. It's just a pragmatic solution, which works for the reasons I've gone through. Now, a sinister note I do want to end on with this crew. One of the leaders of Reform UK, millionaire businessman Zia Youssef, responded to the Debating and Political Society of Bangor University. Really, as I've said, going for the big priorities in British society. They refused a request by Reform MP Sarah Pokin, I think that's her name, and activist Jack Anderton to do a Q&A for students, which they refused because the society said they've got zero tolerance for racism, transphobia and homophobia displayed by members of Reform UK. So Youssef responded, Bangor University have banned Reform and called us racist, transphobic and homophobic. Bangor receives £30 million in state funding a year, much of which comes from Reform voting taxpayers. I'm sure they won't mind losing every penny of that state funding under a Reform government. After all, they wouldn't want to racist money, would they? I mean, it wasn't Bangor University which refused. It was a student society. You can't, well, I mean, these people think you can, but you can't rationally force a student society to just, accept a request a platform a political party abhors to do a question and answer. So like every time any political party gets and just go, we want to use you to do a Q&A session with students, you have to go, oh yes, of course, we'll do anything. When works, we'll cancel everything that day if we have to. What are you talking about? But his response, threatening to pull all the state funding for a university as punishment, shows what a reformed government would mean. I mean, we can see it in Hungary under Viktor Orban, which is sort of, like an inspiration for this crew, a de facto dictatorship where the state crushes dissent. We have been warned. Please like and subscribe. Help us take on the dire media ecosystem, patreon.com/ownjaz84. Leave your comments and, like, subscribe, share. We're going to Gorton Denton this weekend. Really excited about that. So we'll do a documentary about what's going on the ground. But I'll speak to you soon.